there, my people. As you can see, I'm trying out this whole vlogging thing. Now, okay, you know what? Full disclaimer from jump. If the sound is off, if the lighting is off, if you hear something in the background, mostly over here, because you know what? There's a little fan there because I'm old and, I have senior moments every now and again. So, I'm gonna try to do my best to edit stuff out. I say a lot and I might pause a lot, but hopefully all of that will get edited out before it comes to you. If I don't know how to edit it out, you know, you getting full frontal me. Let me put it that way. You know what? I decided to chat you guys up concerning my fear of scary movies. A lot of people don't understand my fear because I like certain scary movies. Not all, but certain scary movies. If you are new to the channel, just give the playlist a quick look and you'll notice that I like certain type of movies. Old movies, throwback movies, back in the day movies, mostly black and white. Also old TV shows, and you'll notice that the TV programs I like sort of have a same type of theme. The Outer Limits, Twilight Zone, Alfred Hitchcock, TV programs along those lines. And so you might ask, you know what? If you're unnerved, how is it that I like scary movies? Well, peeps, here's the gist of it. I love a good story. I love a good story. Not only do I love a good story, I love a good story told well. And a lot of scary movies are stories that are told well. I love a very well told story, and I love a kind of so story, but just so long as it follows the method and the recipe. Good beginning, good middle, good ending. You give me those three, I'm going to hang in with you. I will watch you for 2, 3, 4 hours. I really will because I'm all about the story. As a matter of fact, my little setup here is right on top of a bookcase. I have a lot of books in this bookcase. I have a Kindle with probably 1,000 books on it. I love to read ever since I was 7. Love to read, which means I love a story. A story. So, how is it that I can watch certain scary movies and not just old throwback in the day scary movies, some more kind of current ones? How is it that I can watch them? Come on, y'all. Aliens. All day long. All day long. Wonderful story. Wonderful story. And I'm bringing that up. Okay, you know what, peeps? Here's the deal about aliens. And my siblings are mad at me now. Okay, look. When I heard it was first coming out, come on. That's my franchise. Aliens, come on. Look, back in the day, you're talking about decades with Alien, decades ago. That that movie was uncharted ground at that time. It was great. Special effects for the day was wonderful. The story was marvelous. Aliens, Alien number one, and then Aliens number two. And number two, hey, it hit that bad boy out of the park. Team Ripley all the live long day. And come on, those Marines, come on, Bill Paxton, come on, Michael Bean, come on, Terminator, Brother Man, come on. Those folks was acting. Even Sister Girl, come on. And I think she was in oh gosh, what was the movie? The one with Danny Glover and Mel Gibson. She was a cop. And I can see in my mind, I can't see a lot of stuff in my mind, but I can see in my mind this chick on a diving board. and it blows up. Okay, I digress. Okay, you know what? Okay, let's get this understood. I do a lot of digressing. Why, y'all? Come on, I'm 69 years old. I'm getting so close to 70. Soon I'm gonna start claiming it, and so I'll be all over the place. I'll try to edit it out. Okay, but the point is, okay, you know what? And I also may have lost my point. Aliens, come on, peeps. So my understanding was this new movie that is coming out is not Alien number 27, 28, 29, or it's not prequel 1237. It comes in the middle between Alien number one, if you will, and Aliens number two. You're kidding me. When I heard that, you had me at hello with that one. Okay? But people, I saw a little snippet. You know how you'll watch the little trailer on TV, 30 seconds, 60 seconds. I saw that thing and I said, ooh, this is all the way around going to be the jam. So I ran, told my siblings, we are going to see Alien Romulus when it comes out. Okay. So tomorrow's Friday. It's coming out tomorrow. Okay. So I went on YouTube and I said, to get, just kind of jazzed up with it. I said, okay, let me see if I can find a longer kind of trailer. So I looked and I found a longer kind of trailer and I looked at it there. I don't want to go see that movie now. Okay? People, tell me. Because I think I started screaming at one point. And not screaming. I scream like yell at the TV set, that kind of scream. Were those face huggers a horde of them chasing those kids? A horde. I don't even know, was somebody put in the comments how many is in a horde? Because that's how many face huggers. You know what, peeps? I don't want to see one face hugger up close, not one. And they were running. And you know what? It's like those bad boys was trying out for the Los Angeles Olympics because they were running fast. And I'm screaming, oh my gosh, y'all need to run. And then at one point, little, oh my gosh, at one point, somebody was yelling, open the door. And I was screaming, don't open that door, don't open that door. And then I said, you know what? I think I'm kind of scared to go see that. So now I have to go tell my siblings. Even though I brought it up, I think I'm too scared to go see the movie. So I've been dealing with a lot here. A lot of derision from my family. But okay, I digress. But I'm trying to make a point. I'm scared of stuff, and I'm too old to get scared. Okay, I'm on medications for stuff. So, I can't get these jump scares and I can't get monsters, coming out of the closet. I can't get to the peeps. I'm on medication. All right. So I can't get this jump scares and monsters jumping out of closets and stuff like that. You know what? Okay, I might have to take a hard pill behind that. And that's too much. So, okay, I know I'm digressing, but I hope you're getting my point, and I want y'all to stay with me to the very end because I will get to everything I want to say. Okay, so how is it that I can go and see some movies and they're scary and be a scaredy cat when it comes to scary movies? Okay, kind of how it began. It began with uh, Night of the Living Dead. Great example. You know what? That movie was scary, y'all. And it was back in the day, black and white. Those folks were actors you didn't even know. They didn't have high budget actors. It's like, okay, we're gonna take a weekend, we're gonna film this movie, try to make a couple bucks. It was wonderful. Here's the deal. There was a story. I think it was a satellite crashed on Earth, released radiation. And as a result of releasing this radiation, folk got up out of the grave. And not only did folk get up out of the grave, they were like zombies. And they were eating people and turning those people into zombies. Hot mess. But, gee, that sounds like a great story. What is the making? What entices me about a good story? People, real easy. There is a question there or there is a mystery. Number one, that question is, how are we going to get about this? But this is a hot mess. This is a hot zombie roaming the countryside mess. And we got to figure out a way to get up out of this. Right? But, peeps, come on. So, it's the story. It is the story. And again, the question and the mystery of the thing. I'm already caught up from jump. How are we going to get out of this? How are we going to solve this unbelievable, probably worldwide problem? So that's enough to keep me engaged, okay, in a scary story. Because you know what? Look, those zombies were scary, but I could do this. And I did do that in the movie. Or if they're chomping on somebody, I can do this. Both of them. And then when it seems like it's over with, and most of the time my siblings, they know me, so they give me the elbow. Okay, I'm back with the movie. I'm back engaged. Night of the Living Dead. Good story. Good beginning. Good middle part, even though a lot of eating, a lot of chomping. Ending, a good ending, but I was mad at the ending. I was mad at the ending, but it was a logical ending that made sense. Brother Man went through all this hot mess just to catch it in the head at the end of the movie. I could go and see movies like that. I didn't have problems going to see movies like that until The Ring. People, my nephew, and bless his heart, we love movies. We talk about movies incessantly. We talk once a week. This is me and my nephew. Not a kid. He's a grown man. But we talk once a week about stuff. Specifically, we're going to talk about movies and TV programs because that's both of our jams. And that's this thing we share together. He says to me, Auntie, you have got to see this movie. It's called The Ring. But don't see the Japanese version of it because that's scary. See the American version of it. Okay. Okay, so what do you think I'm thinking? Oh, so the Japanese version of it is the scary version, and the American version of it is they just cut the scary parts out. It's watered down. It might be suspenseful, but he said, don't look at this, but look at that. And I'm going, okay, well, can you tell me? Give me a little something. He says, well, I'm not going to give you a lot, but here's the premise. And he gave me the premise. And you know what? That sounded like a pretty engaging story. So I said, cool. I'll watch The Ring, and then what we'll do is typically what we do is we get back together and we talk about the movie. People, that's the movie that messed me up. The Ring. That's the movie. That was it. I was done with scary stuff. And you might say, well, you saw aliens and this and that. Scary stuff. Scary stuff. I'm a discriminating scaredy cat. So certain things I go see. Most scary movies I'm not seeing at all, peeps. Not at all. My siblings go, they come back and they say, yeah, you wouldn't have lasted through that. Okay. But The Ring did it for me. It was I got a little note over here, so that's why I'm looking. It was released in 2002 and directed by, and I like this guy's name, Gore Verbinski, Gore. Now that's a cool name for a guy directing this toy movie. Ringu, Ringu, the Japanese version was released in 1998. But okay, here's the deal. Here's the plot of the movie. And I'm sure most of y'all know this, but here's the plot. The movie revolves around this videotape. And apparently, if you look at the videotape, you're going to end up being hit. And so, this is what, okay, peeps, this is what my nephew did to kind of get me sucked into this. This was all he would tell me about the movie. There's this videotape. If you look at the videotape, in 7 days, you get took out in 7 days. And this person looked at the videotape, and now it's a race against time. Okay, you know what? A whole come on, peeps. You know that sounds like a pretty good story because what are my two things about stories that I like? Either it has an engaging question or it has a mystery. Something I got to figure out, find out. Something that entices me to stay until the end to see, oh my gosh, how is this going to wrap itself up? How will this end? And that's the thing. That's what engages me. How is this going to end? How is this going to work itself out? And so, you know what? I'm already invested. I want to sit down. I want to see this thing. Okay, peeps, nobody said if your husband is going to a conference and you're going to be home by yourself, don't watch this in the middle of the night. Nobody told me that. My nephew did not say that. Nobody said this. All I'm thinking about is how they gonna get this mystery figured out, like it's a detective story or something. And so, needless to say, my husband's gone for the weekend. I'm home alone, peeps. Middle of the night, and I watched this movie. It started off. It started off well. No problem with the beginning. You see these two chicks talking. I don't know if they're right here or right there, but you got these two chicks talking, setting the thing up, and I'm going, okay,
Have you heard about this
okay.
videotape? We start to play it, and it's like somebody's nightmare. And as soon as it's over, your phone
They're
rings.
setting this up.
And what they say is, you will die in 7 days.
So I'm going, hey, I'm in now. Because what? A mystery has been introduced to me, and I want to see it to the end. Okay, y'all, that movie's messed up. That whole movie. From that point to the end, that was a hot mess of a movie. It was a scary movie, but it was, for me, disturbing. 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 That movie was off all the way. It wasn't even a janky movie. It was off all the way off. And you know how you get into something, you just can't stop looking at it. It's almost like, okay, let's say you got salty caramel ice cream, that coffee flavored one. Okay, you full. You've had enough, but you just can't stop eating it. It's so good. That's the way it was for me. I couldn't stop watching this thing. This chick, I think she was some type of a investigator. She had a family member that got expired as a result of this tape thing. Okay, and so she wanted to figure out, she wanted to find out what the heck happened. And so she, I believe, okay, the chick goes to this cabin, sees the tape, finds the tape, watches the tape. She gets this telephone call. This voice on the other end says 7 days. And you know what, girlfriend? It's like, tag, 7 days, you hit. And so she has to figure out what the deal is so she can save herself. And she only got 7 days to do it. Still, the mystery is still good. That's why I'm still staying with it, even though I find everything unnerving. Everything is just kind of that underlying scary thing going on. I'm still with it because the movie keeps throwing in these little plot points that I find engaging. Look, this is a toe up story with this kid. I don't even really remember it. Okay, I don't want to remember, but this was a toe up story with this little kid. She's finding out the story that is leading her to figuring this thing out. It is tough for me to stay with this movie because some of these scenes are just toe up scenes. But I'm still with it. I'm still staying with it. Okay, because I have to find out what happens. Now I'm emotionally invested. I like the chick. I want her to survive. So I'm with you. I'm all down with this movie. Until we get to the part with that chick in that well. Okay, peeps. I got one time to be anywhere and I turn the TV off and that TV come back on. You know what? I'm leaving. It could be my own house. I'm getting up and I'm walking off. That's me. I'm getting up. I'm leaving. It can be my own house and I am getting up and leaving the house because that's messed up. I was telling brother man, look, dude, you need to leave. Okay, you can turn that TV set off. You don't need to keep trying that. That bad boy, come on. I'm gonna lock this place up. I'm leaving. I might come back in the morning, maybe not. I don't know. Did he do that? No. Okay, peeps. Guy go over there and he's watching the TV. You know what? I don't know what it was, but in my mind, I knew it. I kind of knew it before it even happened. In my mind said, when that chick came up out of that well, people, I said, this chick gonna come through the TV set. I don't know why I said that. I hadn't heard anything about it. My mind just said, that chick has come up out of that well and she's moving, not moving like a regular person, but first she's here, then she's here, then she's here. I said, you know what? This chick coming through this TV set. I was yelling at the dude. Dude, you need to get yourself up out of there. This shit coming through the TV set. I was trying to help a brother. People, that shit came through the TV set. People, there was screaming going on like you wouldn't believe. Screaming going on like you wouldn't believe. And it was me screaming. I'm surprised the neighbors didn't call the police. I was screaming that loud. I was screaming because that chick had come through the TV set. And in my mind, my TV set is next. Some kind of way I grabbed the remote control, turned the TV off. And now I am sitting in this house by myself in the middle of the night. And I'm sitting. And you know, the TV set is off now. So you hearing the wind in the trees, the creaking of the house. Something could have been coming for me. I jumped up, I turned on all the lights. I ran around the house and I checked all the windows and I checked the door, front door, back door locked. People, I checked this stuff 37 times. And then I had to go back 17 times because I'm going, hey, you know what? When I checked the door, did I by a mistake unlock the door? I was running around the house crazed, literally running around like a mad woman. And I was not going upstairs for nothing. Okay? I was not going up those stairs, being in this house by myself upstairs. I'm not going to sleep up there. No. If there was only one bathroom in that house and if it was upstairs, you know what? Hand me a mason jar because I'm not going up them steps. I'm not kidding. So now here I am. I'm in the living room because I'm scared. Sitting on the floor between the coffee table and the sofa. I'm on the floor. I couldn't even make it to the sofa. I'm on the floor. And if you don't know what a coffee table is, ask your mom's, okay? But I'm literally on the floor. And I say, okay, girl, you got to get up off this floor. What are you going to do? And I'm saying to myself, you know what? Maybe I need to drive to my sister's house. Okay, peeps, it's the middle of the night. My sister is a nurse. She got to get up in the morning, go to work. She'll She will choke me out. I come to her house and with this tore up story. And so I said, okay, maybe what I'll do is just go and sit in the car and sleep in the car. Maybe I'll drive the car to her house, drive it to her driveway, and sleep in the car in her driveway. People, I'm thinking of this stuff. Maybe I'll get in the car and just drive around until the light of day. And then I said, you know what? Just a few hours. You can hang on just a few hours, just a few hours, and it'll be light and it'll all be over. You know how just stuff is different in the light of day. Things look different in the light of day. All the scary stuff just disappear in the light of day, right? I just gotta make it to the light of day. And so, okay, I get my great grandmama a quilt. Okay, come on. That old, these old ladies, they sew their souls into these quilts. What they do is they take old material, old clothes, stuff that's probably, it's worn, served its purpose, time to throw away. Well, what they do is before they throw it away, they'll cut a patch out of it. And they'll just put it to the side, put it to the side, put it to the side. These old ladies have boxes of all these patches that have meaning. I wore this shirt when my kid graduated. I was wearing this when I had my first child. This was part of my first child's blanket, my last kid blanket. This belonged to my mother. All, I met my spouse and I was wearing this. And so all of these memories are in all these swatches of cloth. And what they do is they make a quilt out of it. So I said, hey, get the quilt, because you know what? I just cover myself in this thing. I'm going to be all right. Because come on, peeps, this is how you think. Especially when you've been almost driven over the edge by a scary movie. Get the quilt. Come on, y'all. I ain't ashamed to say I got that Bible. Not the regular one you take to church. I mean that like 40-pound one. That's the family Bible. Take two people to carry. The Bible, the one you open up and it has all your ancestors' name in it, when they were born, when they expired. I mean that Bible. Peeps, look, I'm full disclosure. I stretched out on that sofa because again, I was not going to bed upstairs. I stretched out on that sofa, covered myself head to toe with my great grandmama quilt, had a 40-pound Bible on my chest. Wasn't nothing coming for me. Wasn't nothing getting to you. Gonna have to go through that quilt and that Bible to get this sister. And that's how I made it through. Next day I called my nephew on the phone. I told him, choking you out on sight, son. On sight, you getting choked out. Oh, Auntie, what are you talking about? What the heck? You know me. You know me. You suggested this tore up movie to me. So people, look, peeps, that was the beginning and that was the end. And so you might say, well, wait a minute. We know Stephen King, your boy. All day long, every day, your boy. He the king of scariness. That is correct. But he is the king of telling the best story you can get told. Okay, look, I love the premise of The Mist. Am I going to watch that? No, I'm not watching that because something in that mist. No. Carrie, you know what? Look, sister, I ain't mad at you, but can't watch that. Misery, I love me some Kathy Bates. I love that chick. But you know what? She all the way gone. Can't watch that. And wait a minute, peeps. This, my favorite Stephen King work. Most people would think it's Shawshank Redemption. No. The Green Mile. No. Even though those are great and stellar. This is my most favorite Stephen King work. Is this my holiness right? You got it? Storm of the Century. Peeps, I love this. I love this. And you might say, well, wait a minute. Didn't know, I'm familiar with the movie or the TV show. I didn't know he wrote a book. Well, no, he didn't write a book, but somebody wrote a what? This is the script of the movie. Okay. So I said to myself, you know what? I'm all retired. I want to do all this reading. Let me get this read. I think I got a few pages in, and that bad guy showed up. And I said, okay, it started scaring me. I couldn't even continue reading the book. But people, the story is fantastic. Fantastic on so many levels. And maybe if this is something that, you guys like and you'll watch this, then maybe one of the things I will talk about is Storm of the Century and how it is such a great character movie. A great not a great, psychological movie. A great movie of what people will do when they can do anything. Think about that. What will people do when they will do anything? And I think there was a quote in this that this guy picked this group of people out specifically because I think the quote is small town people know how to keep a secret. That's full. That's rich. And this is why I can read that book, and I might be scared to see the movie. I've seen the movie. I might be willing to see it again, but I gotta do all that. I don't know. No, you're not going to see this movie. I'm not going to comment. You're not going to see a commentary review of that movie here because I wouldn't be able to get through it. But people, look, I'm saying all this so you can see my point. Yes, I am afraid of scary movies, but some scary movies, I see the worth and the value of it. So I will, kind of endure and get through it. Alien Romulus, I don't know, y'all. Oh, those facehuggers, they kind of, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what. No, I don't think come on, y'all. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. So that's my story. I don't think this was too bad. Let me know if there is a particular movie that you want my opinion on. And if I've seen it, I'll give you my opinion. If I haven't seen it, I will likely keep right on not seeing it. Okay. Okay, my people. Thank you for looking at this, and I appreciate you, especially if you hung on through all my little ramblings. I really appreciate that. Give me some likes. Give me the thumbs up so, the process will throw my content out further. My understanding is, if you like this stuff, the system will, throw it out to a wider crowd. So please like. And more than anything, please come back and keep me company. All right? Okay. Come on, peeps. We can be nicer to each other, can't we? Show some love. Show some peace. Be understanding. And show yourself some kindness. Don't be too hard on yourself. Okay? All right. Until next time.